What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to the Saving Men's Lives Network. Fellas, I want you to imagine that you've done everything you were told you were supposed to do. You've worked hard. You put your nose to the grindstone, and you've carved out a life for yourself that very few could even imagine. You've got some of the most beautiful cars. Perhaps you have your own boat. Maybe you've done so well for yourself that you've actually transitioned from a life of hard work to a life of leisure, the likes of which the people you came up around would never have imagined possible. Perhaps your naysayers never knew you had it in you, but nevertheless, you persevered, and you got the spoils of war, the tangibles people can see. You forged your body in the gym. You learned how to be dangerous, which every man should, because you have to protect that which you acquire. Because there are those who did not work as hard as you who would love to take it from you. Everywhere you look, you see all your hard work manifested in real life. All that time, all that effort, all that blood, sweat, and tears. You forge yourself into the kind of man who has respect of his peers, the kind of man other men want to be and that women want to do. A mover, a shaker, someone who's well on his way to being a force to be reckoned with in this world. You're doing your thing. You're living your own life by your own rules, marching to the beat of your own drum. Now, what kind of things do you, as a man who's accomplished all of this, or at the very least, a man who's on his way to driving the kind of cars you've always wanted since you were a little kid, to doing the things you always wanted to do and having the free time to do it, to living in the house you always wanted to live in a neighborhood that was safe from chaos and confusion? The kind of house that everybody in your life says, man, can't wait till he throws a party again. I can't wait to stop by and visit because my man is living good. Your parents are proud of you. Your siblings look up to you. Everybody in your life has said, man, my brother, my uncle, my son is really got life by the horns and he is reaping the benefits. Now I want you to imagine, again, having done all these things, having checked off damn near every item on your bucket list, and finding out that there's a woman in this world who does not qualify for you in the slightest, who thinks that not only does she qualify, but that you ought to be glad to have her as a part of your options. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, fellas, because you got to see this one to believe it. Roll the clip.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What the hell is even that?
I'm pretty good. So what? Is all men not shit or do women choose wrong?
I mean, here's the thing. It's most of them aren't shit, but at the same time, you're insecure.
You said, so most of them ain't shit.
Yeah, most of them ain't shit, but it's like you gotta do what you need to do to have it done. I need that bag secured. I'm already down. Why I want to be down with a dude that's down also. That makes no sense.
So you already want the bag secure, you gotta have a bag. Like what do you need? What do you need from him? Like
I need to have my own car. You need to have your own car.
So he got
3-4 bedroom house.
3-4 bedroom house.
Yeah, like I need to bring the basic things.
Does he have to make all that happen or what? How does that?
Yeah. Why would he not make that happen? That's what the man's supposed to do.
Damn. So what are you bringing to the table? If he gotta get the houses, he gotta get this big ass house. Like
what am I bringing to the table?
Yeah.
I showed up to the table.
You showed up to the table.
Yeah, I showed up to the table. I graced your table with my presence. What do you mean?
Man, everything you said makes no damn sense at all.
How does that not make sense? When if a man be materialistic and just want the woman, then it's okay. But if a woman want it, it's different. Like that makes no sense.
The only thing your ass was right about is being the big house. Because it looked like in a regular South house, they're gonna have to cut your ass out of that motherfucker.
See, it's so you don't have it. That's what it is. You don't have it. That makes sense. You look like
there you go.
You look like the type.
Here you
I'm
go.
just saying.
Here
You
you
know,
go.
like the phone.
Listen, you expected all this from a man, and you
So
over
why
here
should I?
looking creepers.
Wow.
Man, it look like you ate
Fine.
Jesus, which means you
It's fine.
ate nigga that eat people.
That's cute. You're cute,
Yeah,
but not.
that's
And that's
that's
fine.
insane.
You know what? You asked me my opinion though. But you asked me my opinion though.
Man, instead of worrying about a man right now, you need to be worried about your
You
health.
said I was
You
worried.
know,
I never told you I was worried. I never told you I was worried.
stuff like that.
I
Like,
never told you I was worried. That's the one thing that she's not. She's not worried. That's one thing she's definitely not. She's worried. It's definitely not.
hey,
Yeah.
men who listen to this, stay away from Big Bertha, because this is the type of shit they be thinking for real.
Wow.
It deserves
The
everything.
women that's listening
It
to
deserves
this, you
everything.
should not be listening to this dude who can't pay for it. If he
There we
can't afford
go.
it, just say that. If you can't, just say that. Just say you can't afford it. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I'm done with this one. Like, seriously.
I think you waking up. Right?
Bye, bye. I'm done with this one. For real.
Bye.
Man, what the hell? What the hell is going on, y'all? Now my stuff is frozen.
No, your screen's not frozen, big dog. You just reached its weight capacity. See, fellas, I did a video not too long ago, and there's a lot to unpack here, so let's do this first. This woman is on this program. She's every bit of 500 plus pounds. Unfortunately, she's sitting there speaking from a place of entirely unearned overconfidence and arrogance that would be out of place for a woman far more attractive, less than 1/5 of her size. The challenge also, fellas, is again the masterful use of the shaming language. When it was made very clear that she offers nothing to a man, and first of all, as I mentioned in the first half of the video, there are men in this world who are chasing excellence. Some who've already caught it and they're striving for newer heights. What in the world would a man in that economic bracket want with something like this? The real pandemic isn't that virus named after Mexican beer. No, the real pandemic is Western women who are fatter than they've ever been, more useless than they've ever been, less faithful than they've ever been, because they're more promiscuous than they've ever been, bringing little to nothing to the proverbial table, which is simply the relationship. You got a grocery list, these types of women, of what you want from a man, what he needs to do, what he needs to bring day one. And they've got no desire to show the ultimate form of loyalty, and that's be with a man when he's down. Be with the man while he's building. To show that man you aren't just there for the paycheck or the monetary gain or the status or the clout bump that your social media handles might get you by being with him. Modern women have no clue. They're far dumber than their grandmothers ever were. And those grandmothers didn't even have college educations in most cases. This SeaWorld escapee said that what she brings to the table is her presence. She's gracing your presence by drawing you into her gravitational pull. Embarrassing. It is embarrassing, and simps are so dangerous. Because if simps didn't exist, she'd be much more humble and cognizant and aware of her station on the SMV. She would know that she is quite literally the underside of the bottom of the barrel. She'd know that whatever male attention of an intimate nature she gets, she should be grateful for. But no, a woman like this, in a society that men have built and made comfortable, makes her think that all she needs to do is simply inhale, exhale, repeat. A woman who can't climb a flight of stairs without 3 people pushing behind her thinks she deserves the kind of men that only supermodels qualify for. Gentlemen, if this isn't a commercial for the Passport Bros, I don't know what is. On a side note, YouTube is tamping down my views, fellas. Algorithmic shenanigans is what I call them. If you enjoy this content, if you become a fan of the channel, I invite you to hit the free of charge like button. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. Let's get these numbers up Let's make this channel a force to be reckoned with as well. If you have a friend who could use the information we put out here, hit the share button. Let them know. And tell a friend to tell a friend. With that said, fellas, that's my time. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Till next time.